ॐ शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नमो भगवते वैवस्वताय मृत्यवे ब्रह्मविद्याचार्याय नचिकेतसे च। I think we need to resume with number 12, right? Mantra number 12, page number 53 from your PDF notes, and page number 7 from Gita Press. Yam tvam ज्ञातुमिच्छसि आत्मानं तं दुर्दर्शं
Sorry, Guruji. It's 12th, right? 1, 2, and page 53, right?
Let me check.
Correct. Page 53.
Yeah.
Why is everything different for me?
So,
okay. We are not chanting the mantra?
Yeah, we are chanting the mantra. Now we are shifted to the mantra. See, there is a full stop that is missing in the PDF. So after yam, tvam, jnatum, ichchasi, atmanam, there must be a full stop.
No, mine says tam durdarsham guda manu pravishtam guhahitam.
Yeah, that is correct. That is the mantra. But there is a sambandha bhashyam to that, which is that mantra, which says yam, tvam, jnatum, ichchasi.
It is not there in the PDF file.
No, it is there in the PDF. 1 second, let me finish. It is there in the PDF file, and you must put a full stop after the jnatum, ichchasi, atmanam. You put a full stop there, and tam durdarsham in the bhashyam is the beginning of the bhashyam of the mantra.
Oh, okay.
Everything before the tam durdarsham should be the sambandha bhashyam. Okay? That is what we read just now. Yam tvam jnatum ichchasi atmanam we read. Okay? Now we read mantra. Okay, so now all set?
Yeah.
Okay. Tam durdarsham गूढमनुप्रविष्टं
गुहाहितं
गह्वरेष्ठं पुराणम् अध्यात्मयोगाधिगमेन देवं मत्वा धीरः हर्षशोकौ जहाति again तं दुर्दर्शं गूढमनुप्रविष्टं गुहाहितं गह्वरेष्ठं पुराणम् अध्यात्मयोगाधिगमेन देवं मत्वा धीरो हर्षशोकौ जहाति. Yeah. So I hope everybody is clear. Page number 53, I think, right? PDF file. So mantra number 10 that we studied in the last class, there he is admitting, Yamadharmaraja is admitting that in my previous janma, I knew this karma and karma phalam is an unending cycle. Karma phalam, if you want, you have to do karma, no doubt about that. But that cycle is unending because from that I cannot even hope to get moksha, because moksha is nitya vastu, and karma phalam is always anityam. I knew it. Despite knowing it, I did the Nachiketa Agni, or this Agni, which I am now calling it Nachiketa Agni, as somebody pointed out in the class last time. And then I'm here. I got the result of the Nachiketa Agni. I am now this Adhipati of Yamaloka. Okay, which is also a role I am playing. Okay, but you, in mantra number 11, he says, you on the other hand, Kamasya Aptim, you, I told you all the goodies you want, I will give you. All the kamas I will give you, and all the artha also, all the security that is needed. Whatever you want, I told you, I will give you. This is the maximum a jiva, not a human being. A jiva can get anywhere in the 14 lokas. Maximum. Maximum. Hiranya Garbha Padavi. Okay, that is what was described here in 11. And He Nachiketa, last two words of that mantra, Tvam Atyasrakshihi, you have rejected all of those. Not rejected, not knowing nothing about what I told you. Because kids also, if you give that small child a 500 rupee note or bill or a $10 bill, a child will just smile at it and then put it in its mouth. The child, they always do this. Whatever you give, it has to go into the mouth. I don't know if you've noticed it, but I've noticed it. So it's something to be eaten. That's all the child thinks. So no, you're not like that. You have thought through, you knew the limitations of artha, kama, and even dharma, and you have given it up. Okay, these two we saw in the 10th and the 11th mantras. Now, Shankaracharya is introducing the 12th mantra by saying, Yam tvam jnatum ichhyasi atmanam. Put the atmanam after the yam and say, Yam atmanam tvam jnatum ichhyasi. That is the way to read it. That atma which you desire to know is the introduction. That atma which you desire to know, Yama is going to tell us that in the next mantra. So previous mantra, several descriptions of Hiranya Garbha Padavi was given. Now, he is going to describe some attributes of Atma. That is what Shankara is telling us. He is giving us an indication already. Okay. So, what is that? Tam Durdarsham. Tam means what? Referring to that. That means what? Atma. Right? Within bracket you can say Atmanam. Tam Atmanam. And later, see, there is in the end of the third quarter, there is Devam. Okay, Devam. The Devam, in fact, you can put within brackets Atmanam. Devaha means Atma. That which is effulgent. Why are those gods called Devas? Because they have so much power and they are blessed with so much Shakti, and they are just invincible, and they are not just powerful, but just the entire Shakti flows out of them. And so Jyotanatvat Devaha, because they are effulgent, they are brilliant, they are shining. Shining means with all kinds of powers. That is referring here to Atma. Deva, sometimes in context it will refer to Atma. Atma is Devaha. So here that Deva here means Atma. Okay. Tam Devam, which in brackets Atmanam. Next word is Matva in the mantra, right? Last quarter. Matva. Matva means what? Jnatva. Vijnaya. Having understood that Atma. Okay, Man. So Mandhatu. Matva. What happens? Dhiraha. Dhiraha. Viveki. We know now who the Dhiraha is. Not intelligent person and all that. Intelligent people, we use the word intelligence for all kinds of things. So we have to drop that word intelligence. Here, Viveki, Viraha, Harsha Shokau Jahati. Jahati gives up. What does that person gives up? Give up. Harsha Shokau. In our Bhagavad Gita, suddenly I'm reminded of Dvandvasamasi Kasyacha. Here is a Dvandva compound. We were talking about Sukha Dukhe, we were talking about Labha Labho, we were talking about Ragadveshau. Now here comes Harsha Shokau. Dvandvasamasi Kasyacha. Anyway, that is different. Dvandva Samasa. That is here a samasa. Okay. That person gives us harsha and shoka, elation and depression. That is what is being said. Means that person is no longer subject to this so-called joys and sorrows, ups and downs of this human life. Like that he is saying. You have to understand these things very carefully. We're going to see that. Okay. Now, what about all these other words? These other words are all describing Atma. Durdarsham, Gudha Manipravishtam, Guhahitam, Gahvareshtam, Puranam. And these are all words. Okay? I don't want to say it now. We are going to go into the Bhaashyam. That time we will see. Durdarsham means difficult to understand. All that he is going to talk about. Adhyatma Yoga Adhigamena. By doing this Shravanam Mananam Nididhyasanam, Adhyatma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, we are familiar with the word Jnana Yoga in Bhagavad Gita. That Yogena, that is the yoga here. And then Adhigama means understanding. Adhigama, that portion of the word Adhigama is called understanding. Through that yoga, having understood that Devam Atmanam, then this person is free of Harsha and Shoka. That is the mantra. So this mantra is talking about Atma and Adhigama Yogena, and therefore Atma Vidya, and then Harsha Shoka Jahati. Atma Vidya Phalam. Vidya, Atma Vidya and Atma Vidya Phalam are talked about in this mantra. Okay. Atma Vidya and Atma Vidya Phalam or Jnana Phalam was talked about. Okay. I think we are ready to begin chanting the mantra. Surendra is there. Okay. Tam Durdarsham.
Tam Durdarsham.
Dukkhena Darsham.
Dukkhena Darsham.
Asya iti Durdarshaha.
Asya iti Durdarshaha.
There is a tam somewhere. It comes next. Okay. Ati Sukshmatvat.
Ati Sukshmatvat.
Tam.
Tam.
You can put a full stop there. So in the Gita press, the word tam is missing. So in the notes, it's all right. Not tam. Okay. Next, continuing. Gudham.
Gudham.
Gahanam.
Gahanam.
Anupravishtam.
Anupravishtam.
Prakrita Vishaya Vikara Vijnanaihi.
Prakrita Vishaya Vikara Vijnanaihi.
Prachannam Ityetat.
Prachannam Ityetat.
Put a full stop there. Guhahitam.
Guhahitam.
Guhayam Buddhau.
Guhayam Buddhau.
Sthitam.
Sthitam.
Tatra.
Tatra.
Upalabhyamanatvat.
Upalabhyamanatvat.
Okay, we'll stop there. With a full stop. Okay. So Bhagavan Bhashyakara is beginning to explain. Tam Durdarsham being the first two words of the mantra he is starting. Tam. Tam, as we said, it refers to what? It refers to Atma. And he's that. Yama is saying that. That means what? Tam Atmanam, which you asked some time ago, you asked the question, I have not forgotten. And that mantra is mantra number 1120. Yeyam prete येयं प्रेते विचिकित्सा मनुष्ये अस्तीत्येके नायमस्तीति चैके एतद्विद्याम् अनुशिष्टस्त्वयाहं Pranamesha Varastritiyah. This is my third boon. Remember that. Okay. So that yam Atma you asked about, that tam, that is that tam here, is what? Is Durdarshaha. Is Durdarshaha. And Shankaracharya is helping us. Dukkena darshanam asya iti Durdarshaha. Asya darshanam, the knowledge of this, the vision of this, asya durdarshanam, asya atmana. Asya means of that thing you asked, okay? That knowledge, darshanam, vision. Literal meaning is sight, darshanam. But sight means what? Here it is knowledge. I see. When you say I see, when somebody says something, you say, oh, I see. Means what? What do you see? Means I see what you told me. I see. That's the thing about this corona. I didn't know that. Okay. I see. Means in the mind I saw it. I got it. So, asya durdarshanam dukkhena bhavati. Difficulty. Atma is known with difficulty. He's going to explain later why it is difficult. And that reason is ati sukshmatvat. Because it is ati sukshma. So Ramoji's video is just flickering like crazy. Normally he's a tech man and he's good at fixing all these problems. But tech people also suffer problems.
I don't know why it is happening. I will stop that video there.
No, it's fine now. I don't know why it's fine now. Once you started talking, it became.
I also noticed it. I don't know why.
Okay. So ati sukshmatvat. Okay. So it's being extremely subtle due to Atma being extremely subtle. It's an irony. I am Atma. I am Atma. I exist. I am very much existing right now. Everybody is very much existing right now. It's not like some people exist, other people don't exist, and they have to figure out that they exist. No, it's not like that. Everybody is given that gift of existence, and Ati Sukshma. It is so subtle. Okay, so, and which anyway Yama had mentioned it. When did he mention this? So next reply to that 1.20, 1.12, Devairatrapi Vichikitsitam Pura Nahi Suvijneyam Anuresha Dharmaha. And that Anuhu, Shankaracharya explains as Sukshmaha. So that is where we see that. Okay. Now, so why is it Sukshma? Why is this Atma Sukshma? That is because everything that we know in this world, since our birth, we've been gathering knowledge. We've been writing notes. Google Docs is becoming bigger and bigger because I'm writing notes in Google Docs. Okay, this is where I write because I don't know if I'm going to be at my parents' place or in this apartment. So best thing is put it in Google Docs. I can access it there. So these notes are file is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger, and every other week it is taking longer to load up, on the computer. And it's anyway like this. We've been gathering data before Google Docs, also gathering data, after that also gathering data. And so this gathering of data happens through what? It happens through our sense organs. We know whatever we know is through our sense organs and mind is also sukshma, sense organs also sukshma. The sense organs are extremely good at doing what? They are extremely good at observing the world. Extremely good. Whatever nearby things also I can see. Very close by, even these clothes which are close, that also I can see. Far away things also, stars also, light years away also I can see. Their eyes are so good at that. Okay, some instruments you put, you can see things even better. They're so good at it. But what about this Atma, and which so many people talk about? Naisha Tarkena Matirapaneya Bahuda Chintyamanaha. Hey, it is so close, you must be able to figure it out. No, Bahuda Chintyamanaha. Everybody has a different opinion about Atma. Okay, and so therefore that is the irony of this whole thing. And the observer cannot see the observer. Everything except the observer can see. And so that is why Ati Sukshmatvat Panchendriya Atitatvat. Panchendriya agocharatvat. So these are all technical terms I'm introducing, which are all used in the Shastram. Agocharam means not accessible to whom? Panchendriya. Panchendriya agocharam. Gocharam means accessible. Literal meaning of gocharam is what? Cow can graze. The cow is able to graze, and therefore it's called gochara, grazing of the cow. The grass is called gochara. But go also means sense organs, and therefore gochara means things that are accessible to the sense organs is called gochara. Every object in this world is called gochara. Indriya agochara means Atma is not accessible to the sense organs. Okay, so that is why it is ati sukshmam. This Atma is ati sukshmam. Okay, these are all various ways of understanding this word. Tam, that Atma is durdarshaha. Okay, then gudham, from the Moolam, Shankaracharya has taken the word gudham, which means gahanam. Okay, gahanam means what? Literal meaning is a deep place, a tough spot, a tight spot. Atma is in a tight spot, it seems. Okay, tight spot means from where you cannot extricate. It's so tight it is. Okay, it is like you drop a small nut or a screw somewhere, and then that's it. You can't. A bit behind the washing machine. Have you seen that? Behind the washing machine, you kept your washing machine in the way in the corner of the house because you won't put it in the middle of your living room. Obviously, nobody. I have not seen a washing machine in the middle of the living room. You put it in a corner, and someday you drop something, and then it's gone, and then you don't know what to do. You look around because it's a heavy machine, and you need 5 people to pull it, and it's an important thing also. It's like a salt bottle. Salt bottle is nothing. Salt is inexpensive and bottle also inexpensive. But salt is so important for you that it's stuck and you have to get it out. So like that, gudham, gahanam. Okay. But then Yama is now worried that you may take it literally that it is in a tight spot, somewhere inside. Even doctors cannot figure out. You may think like that. Therefore, he says, anupravishtam. Anupravishtam means entered. Literal meaning is entered. Anupravishtam. And Shankaracharya is telling us, hey, this is the way to understand it, and that is prakrita vishaya vikara vijnanaihi prachannam. Iti etat. That's how you must understand this. How do you understand it? Prachannam. Prachannam is what? Covered, concealed, hidden. Hidden by what? Hidden by what? My body is hiding Atma? Is that what it is? No. Prakrita Vishaya Vijnanaihi. Hidden by my preoccupation with the entire world. Prakrita Vishaya means every object of this world. Vijnanaihi. And I turn around, wherever I turn, there are so many different things to see. I have not even opened the door. Once I open the door, the whole world is suddenly visible. People are there, buildings are there, trees are there, sun is there, sun is rising up, and so many things are there to see. And you have to decide what to do, this, that, etc. And so the mind is fully occupied. Prakrita Vishaya Vijnanaihi Tritiya. So by all these, by the literal meaning of Vijnanam is knowledge of all these objects. Means what? So many things are there. My mind is filled with all these things. And so I am preoccupied by the preoccupation of all the things that are there in this world. What does the preoccupation do? Prachannam. It obstructs me from my own, from Atma. Because everything else is Anatma. It's as though Anatma is covering the Atma. Okay? That is iti etat. Okay? And so our Manisha Panchakam, there is a story where Shankaracharya is walking, and then there is a Chandala. Means what? There is a person who's on the streets, very dirty, and nobody wants to go anywhere near this Chandala. And people who are on the streets are like that, And then Shankaracharya says, move. The Chandala says, who should move? This body should move, or Atma should move? Who should move? Mind should move. He's asking questions like that. Shankaracharya is taken aback. He said, "What? And what did I do just now? What did I hear just now? Atma cannot move for sure because Atma is Sarvagataha. And body, okay, can move. But this man is asking me these questions." And so Shankaracharya stops. Manisha Panchakam. Okay. Jagrat Swapna Sushuptishu Sputatara Ya Samvid Ujrumbate. He says, this Atma that is Ujrumbate, that is shining, because of which the whole world comes to light to us, and which is there in the waking state, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushuptishu, which is there in all these three states of experience, very much shining, very much alive. Neither it sleeps nor it wakes up because it is Satchidananda Atma. Okay, and that thing, okay, so that thing is Durdarsham, as though covered by Prakrita Vishaya Vijnanihi. The pot is worried that it has no job satisfaction because it has been so long since I have been of any use, and my boss sometimes gives me a lot of work, and after a long time he took me and he's showing to people. So I feel good that I'm serving some purpose in life. Some meaning should be there in life, and so I feel good about that. And so then this pot has to be told, you know what? Yeah, we call you pot and we also find the pot useful. But you know what? You are essentially clay, and you were always clay before, and even now you are clay. Guess what? Even after death, you will be clay. You have to somehow come to know that I am not pot, I am clay, first and foremost. Then I have to tell. Here, mantra is saying, Anugudam Anupravishtam. It's as though the pot is covering clay. Is pot covering clay? So we have to think about that. We have to think about that a little bit. This pot covering clay. Two words are there, pot, clay. Two words are referring to two different things. And so the question is pot covering clay or not? As though covering clay. As though. Put a eva. The word eva is very important in Vedanta, I've told you. And so that pot seems to be covering clay. Even though clay is very much there, everywhere it is clay. Every part of the pot is clay. Underneath the pot also clay. And here in the side it is clay. Inside, this side, left side, back, everything is clay. Yet clay is Durdarsham, not available for the perception of the pot. Okay. So this is the problem here. And so Guhahitam. Okay. Another word Yama is using. Guhahitam. Shankaracharya is telling us Guhayam Buddhau. Hitam. Okay, there is a word hitam in your notebook, which is not there in the Gita Press. If you're following Gita Press, write the word hitam after buddhau, before sthitam.
We have nihitam.
Nihitam. Nihitam, it says.
Oh, it says nihitam. In your notebook, it says nihitam?
Yes.
Okay, nihitam. I've put hitam within brackets nihitam, but if it says nihitam, that's fine. Nischayena hitam. Both are fine. Okay, so Guhayam Buddhau Nihitam. Nihitam means, so Guhahitam is equal to Guhayam is equal to Buddhau. So Guha literal meaning is cave. No, Gufa. So that cave, Guha literally is cave, in Sanskrit cave. And Guhayam, in that cave means what? How do you think of cave? Buddhau, Shankaracharya says, in the Buddhi. That cave, whenever Shastram, Advaita Vedanta Shastram refers to Guha, it refers to Buddhi. Shankaracharya is telling us, Buddhau hitam nihitam sthitam. Sthitam means nicely sitting in the Buddhi. Okay. And then, now I'm going to think that Atma is somehow there in my head, in my Buddhi. And the Guru has to extricate that Atma from the Buddhi and bring it out. No, don't think like that. And Shankaracharya is telling us, Tatra Upalabhyamanatvat. what Shankaracharya is telling us, the reason Yama is using this word Guhahitam is because that Atma has to be understood by the Buddhi only. There is no other faculty that can access Atma except the Buddhi. Because clay, the whole pot is clay, means what can pot do? Pot can look around, you mean? Yeah, I mean that only, correct. And so that means that buddhi has to be used. And so here the technical word here is because only the mind can. Mind is so important for us. That's why Gayatri Japa we do all the time. Because that mind is needed to take the vision inward, as they say, inward. Okay. And to make this Atma is Sudarsham. Okay. And from Durdarsham. So Tatra Upalabhyamanatvad means because Atma is cognized only in the mind, it is Atma is called as Guhahitam, situated in the cave of the Buddhi. That is the meaning of this word Guhahitam. Okay. So that Mano Buddhi Ahankara is referred to as this Guha. Later on, he is going to say in Nirvana Shatkam, Mano Buddhi Ahankara Chittani Naham Nachasrotra Jihve, etc. He is going to say that later. But for now, it is in the mind, means you have to use your buddhi to access this Atma. Okay. Then we read till there, we need to read the next one.
Guruji, could you explain Tatropalabhya Manva?
Because Atma is cognized in the buddhi. Cognized means understood, appreciated. That is the meaning of Tatra. Tatra means in that buddhi. Upalabhyamanatvad. Because Atma is cognized in the buddhi. Okay, as we are going to understand what Atma is, Sat Chit Ananda iti Rupena. Okay, yeah, Maheshji.
There is some sound coming, Jagmaj. Cluck, cluck, cluck. I don't know whether.
Yes, there is some.
The next one, Gahvareshtam. We need to start reading that. Okay, Vijay, go ahead. Gahvareshtam.
Ghavvarishtam,
Gahvare.
Ghavare,
Vishame.
Vishame,
Aneka Anartha Sankate.
Aneka, Aneka
Anartha
Anartha Sankate,
Tishthatiti Gahvareshtam.
Tishtatiti Ghavvarishtam,
Yataha evam
Yataha Evam,
gudham anupravishtaha
Gudha Anupravishtaha,
guhahitascha
Guhahitascha,
ataha gahvareshtaha ataha durdarshaha.
Ataha Gahvarishtaha, Ataha Durdarshaha.
Yeah. So he's now explaining the word gahvareshtam. So what does he say? Gahvareshtam. Gahvara means something again that is deep, narrow. All these meanings you will have for this word Gahvara. Okay. And so he's explaining Gahvara is equal to Gahvareshtam is Gahvara is Gahvare is equal to Vishame. Vishama. Vishama in Sanskrit means danger, tragedy, difficulty. All these are the meanings of the word Vishama. So Vishame, and further he's explaining what this danger is. Tell me a little more about these dangers. Aneka Anartha Sankata. Sankate Tishtati iti. Okay? Tishtati. Tishtati means is situated in. This Atma is situated in what? In this full of dangers it says. And what kind of dangers it is? Aneka Anartha Sankate. In the midst of all these anartha vishaya. Anartha vishaya means things that really don't take you anywhere. They will satisfy your artha and kama and dharma, all right, but it won't take you anywhere near moksha. Correct? Suppose you go in a direction yourself, you're driving from Chennai to Pondicherry or Chennai to Rameshwaram because you have not been to Rameshwaram. Instead, the road is going up north, and then you go to you're halfway to Hyderabad. And from Chennai, if you go north, you get Hyderabad. And then halfway to Hyderabad, you ask for Pondicherry. People will laugh at you. Why? Because, sir, you're going in the wrong direction. Are you sure? Two things. Are you sure you want to go to Rameshwaram? Or do you want to go elsewhere? No. I'm pretty sure I want to go to Rameshwaram. I think, didn't we decide to go to Rameshwaram? Yeah, we all decided. Okay, in that case, you're in the wrong track. Wrong track. So, aneka anartha. Aneka, everything I'm doing, and I think it's all, that too, I think it is all in the right direction also. Because I'm dotting the I's and crossing the T's. I'm following Dharma, all right. You can follow Dharma very well. You get a lot of punya by following Dharma, but still it won't take you towards moksha. Therefore, gahvareshtham. Look at the way Shankaracharya wants us to think here. Okay, gahvareshtham means what? Literal meaning is in a deep and a narrow spot. Atma is in a deep and a narrow and alley. You know, they say alley. You know, like that Atma is situated. Nobody wants to go to an alley. You know, alley means it's a dead end, some kind of a small space between buildings or between streets where nothing is there. Basically, some trees are there. And all these people who have nothing to do hang around in those alleys, so nobody wants to go there. And so that is Gahvareshtam, Atma being situated in that kind of a place. Okay. So in Tamil we might say Ikkatana Nilai. So in Tamil we use Ikkatana Nilai. And so it's caught up in this Panchakosha. Panchakosha means this Annamaya Kosha, this one, Pranamaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Ityadi, Anandamaya Kosha. It's all caught up in that. And then the Anandamaya Kosha also, experience of Ananda also I have. So I get Ananda, of course I get Ananda. From ice cream I get Ananda, no doubt. So it's there, Ananda is there, it's waiting for me. I have to just get it, that's all. Yeah, you keep on getting it. It's like chasing your own tail. Keep chasing the tail. That's what Yama is going to tell us. That is why it's called Gahvareshtam. Okay. Then look at this. Now Shankaracharya is telling us there is a logical connection between these words, Gudam, etc. What is that logical connection? Yataha evam Gudam anupravishtaha guhahitascha. Okay. Yataha evam, because it is Gudam. Evam means Gudam anupravishtaha. Because it is Gudam, inaccessible, we saw that earlier, and Gudam anupravishtaha, inaccessible, and somewhere deep spot, you know, and so inaccessible, and guhahitaha cha. And what did we say guhahitaha was? We said it is in this cave of the buddhi, it can only be accessed by the buddhi. And all along, even though it is to be accessed by the buddhi, understood by the buddhi, I did not really think about it. It was unavailable, even though it is there right here somewhere, and still I have not had the time to think about it. Guhahitaha, because it is that. Ataha, therefore. Yataha means because. Ataha means therefore. And in your book, there is a word called asau, I think, right? Asau in your PDF book. And correct. Asau. We may not have chanted it, but we should have chanted asau before the word gahvareshtaha. So, cha ataha asau gahvareshtaha. Gita Press, that book, that word is not there. Okay. Asau means what? This Atma, Asau Atma, this Atma is gahvareshtaha. Means it is in the middle of all these dangerous things, Vijnana, Vishaya Vijnana, Vijnanaihi, right? We saw that. So Anekanartha sankate tishtati. Because it is not accessible, it is like that. He's giving that cause and effect here. Therefore, Durdarshaha. Because Atma is inaccessible, because Atma is stuck in the middle of all these dangerous things and things that take me away from Atma, Atma is difficult to know. Atma Durdarshaha. So some logic he's giving there. Okay. And therefore difficult to comprehend. Durdarshaha is what? Difficult to comprehend. And so, therefore, of course, Shastram is needed. Shastram operated by a guru, etc. is needed. Now let's chant the next word. Shankaracharya is going to explain Puranam, etc. Tam Puranam
Tam Puranam
Puratanam
Puratanam
Adhyatma Yogadhigamena
Adhyatma Yogadhikamena
Vishayebhyaha
Vishamebhyaha
Vratisamhrit
Hridi Sankhritya
Chetasaha Atmani
Chetasaha Atmani
Samadhanam
Samadhanam
Adhyatma Yogaha
Adhyatma Yogaha
Tasya Adhigamaha
Tasya Adhigamaha
Tena Matva
Tena Matva
Devam Atmanam
Devam Atmanam
Dhiraha
Dhiraha
Harsha Shokau.
Harsha Sokau.
So after Dhiraha, there might be a word called Dhiman in your
Dhiman.
notes. Dhiman.
Okay.
So you can write that word Dhiman in the Gita Press. Okay. Dhiraha, Dhiman both mean the same thing. Okay. Harsha Shokau Atmanaha
Atmanaha
Utkarsha Apakarshayoho
Utkarsha Apakarsha Yoho
Abhavat
Abhavad
Jahati.
Jahati.
Yeah. So he's describing the second half of the mantra, including the word Puranam. So Tam, again continuing, Tam Atmanam. Tam Atma is what? Puranam. Puranam. Puranam is equal to Puratanam. And Puratanam means what? Pura eva namaha. So we saw that in Bhagavad Gita also. Puratanam, Puranam. So Sanatanam, all these are the same meanings. So it is eternal, it is permanent, it is Nityam. It was, it is, it always will be. Tam Puranam. And you can bring the word Devam and Atmanam here. Tam Puranam Devam Atmanam. You can bring it here. That Atma, because Tam means Atma, right? So where is the word Devam and Atmanam? It is there towards the end of this sentence, right? So Devam and Atmanam. So referring to all these words are adjectives to Atma, which is referred to by the word Deva. We saw that earlier. Okay. Tam Puranam Puratanam Devam Atmanam. Now what? Now he's telling Matva. He's going to say Matva later. What is Matva? Matva is having understood. Shankaracharya doesn't say anything. He doesn't describe the word Matva. Matva means Nyatva. You can say is equal to Nyatva. The word Matva comes towards the end of this long line. Okay, Matva. Tam Devam Matva. Having understood this Atma, having seen the Atma, having appreciated the Atma as nothing but myself, which is all pervasive Atma, having appreciated Atma in that manner, as Sat, Chit, and Ananda, having appreciated the clay as the Satyam of the pot, having appreciated Atma as the Satyam of this Sharira, this Deha, okay, And having understood that Deha is Anityam, but Atma is Nityam, okay, having appreciated that, that Matva is going to come. So, Adhyatma Yogadhigamena, Tritiya, therefore, by this Adhyatma Yogadhigama, and Shankaracharya is explaining what that compound word is, and saying, Vishayebhyaha Pratisamhritya Chetasaha Atmani Samadhanam Adhyatma Yogaha. He is saying, let me explain to you the word Adhyatma Yogaha first. Okay? So look at the way he is breaking the samasa, right? Adhyatma Yogaha. So it's Jnana Yogaha. But Jnana Yoga also is a word. We have to understand what Jnana Yoga is. So here he is explaining. Okay? Vishayebhyaha Pratisamhritya. My mind is just preoccupied this with so many vishayas of this world. I can't help it because artha and kama is needed for me. Dharma is needed. Therefore, I have to do something or the other. And every kriya, Brahma Arpanam, Brahma Vihi, Brahmagno, Brahmanahutam, every yajna I do. Later on, Shastram is going to say everything is Brahma. But I have to do what I have to do. And so, but then this vishaya, taking this body also is a vishaya, my dear friend. Okay, and so, but then, so vachayebhyaha pratisamhritya, withdrawing my attention from all these things of this world, withdrawing my from the idea that everything that I see in this world is satyam, is real, absolutely real, and if something is broken, my heart also breaks. This is the connection I have. Withdrawing myself from that idea, initially withdrawing from this obsession with things. Vishayebhyaha, look at that, Panchami Vibhakti. So from Vishayas, from this Anatma Vishayas, withdrawing, Pratisamhritya, okay? And how do you, and then do what? Chetasaha Samadhanam Atmani. Samadhanam, focus. Mind, Chetasaha, being, allowing the mind's focus to be on Atma, Atmani, Saptami Vibhakti. So, mind's focus, Chetasaha Samadhana, making the mind, focus of the mind to be on Atma. And can you tell me a little more how to focus this mind on Atma? Yes, he doesn't say here anymore. It is to be understood as हे मैत्रेयी आत्मा वा अरे द्रष्टव्यः श्रोतव्यः मन्तव्यः निदिध्यासितव्यः श्रवणं कुरु. Don't simply open a book and say, I'm going to figure out what Atma is, and Shravanam Kuru. That is the way to focus on Atma. Then meditation and all will come later. Yeah, go ahead and you can meditate. What is the use of meditating on something that you don't know? Yeah, you have to know a little bit. So Shravanam is the first step. Then Mananam is the second step. Means clarifying doubts. I'm beginning to understand. Now I'm getting a lot of doubts. Clarification of doubts. Samshaya Nivritti is Mananam. Then I am pretty much clear on this, and therefore Nididhyasanam. That is the meaning of Adhyatma Yogaha. Okay. All those words that I just said are not said by Shankaracharya or Acharyas talk about it. Commentators talk about it. Okay. So Shivoham iti. So Manobuddhi Ahankara Chittani Naham. I am not all, none of these things. Then who am I? Shivoham. So I am Shivaha. I am Atma. I am the all auspicious Atma. And like that I will come to know. Tasya adhikamaha. Tasya adhikamaha means what? Tasya means Atmanaha. That Atma that you asked for. Adhikamaha means Avagamanam. Avagamanam means understanding. Adhikamaha. Crystal clear understanding of this Mahavakya Vishaya. Tattvamasi iti. Okay? Adhikamaha. Understanding. Look at these words. Very profound words. Tena, by that understanding of that Atma, Tena, by that, by gaining that knowledge, okay, by having gained that knowledge through Shravanam, Mananam, and Nididhyasanam, okay, then what? Matva. Matva is Jnatva. Shankara doesn't say that. Jnatva, having known that, then what? Devam Atmanam is there, we already covered that. Dhiraha. Okay. And then your book says Dhiman. Both are fine. Dhiyam Rati iti Dhiraha. The one who uses the buddhi that is there. Buddhi is meant for, given to me for a purpose. And so the one who uses the buddhi, who uses the Viveka Jnanam that he has, using that Viveka, there is something called Atma, there is something called Anatma. There is something called Preyas, there is something called Shreyas. So there is all these things are there. So Dhiraha, the person who uses the buddhi for these purposes, that person is called a Dhiraha in our Shastram and also called Dhiman. Literal meaning of Dhiman is Buddhiman. Literal meaning of Buddhiman is one who has buddhi. But everybody has buddhi. So one who has the buddhi and uses the buddhi, okay, okay, that person is a Dhiman here, and that person Harsha Shokau, Jahati. Jahati is the verb at the end. Jahati. Literal meaning of Jahati is gives up. Tyagam karoti. Gives up. Gives up what? Harsha and Shoka. This elation and depression, this up and down, he gives up. Why he gives up? How is that? You mean to say the person who knows this Atma will no longer be happy or no longer be sad? See that I don't want to be sad, but I never said I don't want to be happy. I don't want to be sad only, but I want to be happy all the time. So that means what? I always want to be bubbly, bubbly, happy, but never sad. Okay. That is, but the price of this seems to be that I won't be sad means I won't be happy also. Is that right? Harsha Shokau Jahati, right? Yeah, so that is not the way to understand it. He is saying, look at that. Atmanaha Utkarsha Apakarsha Yoho Abhavat. Due to the absence, Abhava, of, for Atmanaha, for Atma, there is the absence of what? Utkarsha Apakarsha Yoho. This elation and depression is not there for Atma. Atma cannot have it, he says. Shankara is so carefully saying these words. Look at that. That means Chakra is not saying my mind will become free of ups and downs. He doesn't say. Brahma Vidya will not give you freedom from appreciating some joy or suffering pain. You continue. He doesn't say mind will no longer suffer pain. He doesn't say that. Pain is okay, but sorrow is different. Sorrow you will not have. This jnani will not have sorrow, but pain will be there. Person can recognize happiness and can congratulate somebody if somebody else is happy also. Otherwise, what happens? Harshashoko Jahati, over, finished. This fellow cannot appreciate Ananda and sorrow, everything he can't appreciate because he doesn't have anything. And in others also he can't appreciate, she can't appreciate. No, not like that. Atmana. Hey, I am that Atma which is not subject to sorrow at all. Cannot be subject to sorrow. That crystal clarity is there for this person. Why? Because Atma is Sakshi. Sarva Sakshi. It is. And so, so people here will start saying things like transcendental and Atma is transcendental. That will be very carefully understood, all these words. So transcendental means, suppose I say, clay is transcendental. I tell pot, hey pot, clay is transcendental. You have to do transcendental meditation. Look, you can do any type of meditation. We don't have any problem with that. But first, let's understand what we're talking about. Then you can do meditate on however long you want. See, clay transcends pot. Means what? Now you have to start imagining transcending. If you don't know what Atma is, then you are going to imagine what? Something that is not the body, that is not the mind. That is okay. But the Atma is Sarvagataha Atma, the clay is pervading the pot. Consciousness, what is that consciousness? We said 4 attributes of consciousness. Consciousness is neither a part nor a property or a product of the body. Neither a part nor a product nor a property of the body. That is the first one. Clay is neither a part, nor a property, nor the product of pot. Would that be a correct statement? Is clay a part of the pot? If you say clay is a part of the pot, then I will ask you, water, tell me all the other parts of the pot. Tell me all, let's list all the parts of the pot. So clay is not a part of the pot. It is the entire pot is clay. Pot is clay, period. Pot is clay. Therefore, it's neither a pot nor a property of the clay, of the pot. It's not a property of the pot, neither it is a product of the pot. Okay. Then, what is second thing? Atma pervades the body. Clay pervades the pot. Atma pervades the body. Then what? Atma is not bounded by the body, by the boundaries of the body. Okay, clay example we can't use for that. Okay, Atma is not bounded by the body. Means what? Atma pervades even outside the body. Whatever is there outside, Brahma also is Atma only. And fourth, Atma survives even after the body goes. These are the four attributes of the Atma or consciousness. Okay, and so that's the kind of Atma that is being talked about. Atmanaha utkarsha apakarsha yoho abhavat. All these ups and downs cannot be there for this Atma that we just described. Okay, and so even for a Laukika knowledge to understand that the sun really is not moving. If you think earth is stationary and sun is rising and setting, then there is a problem you have. That is not the truth. And so once you understand it, you are welcome to meditate. But without understanding, if I meditate on the sun is stationary means it's of no use because I really have not understood anything. But once you understand it, you don't have to meditate also. How many times you have meditated that the sun is stationary? But yet you know exactly about the solar system, the planetary system, everything you know. Without meditation also you know it. Why? Because knowledge is like that. That is the beauty of knowledge. Okay? Knowledge will shine. And so, and therefore, otherwise what will happen? Swamiji will take the opportunity to say, otherwise will say, I had moksha for 30 minutes. Oh, you had moksha for 30 minutes? Then what happened? Then coffee spilled. And coffee spilled and then moksha is gone? Oh, spilling of coffee can take moksha away from you? Yeah, that's how it seems to be. This has become the problem. So, the fellow will start redefining moksha. Moksha redefined. Yeah, I think I should start a camp like that. Moksha redefined. So everybody, Ekmaji is redefining moksha. See, all along, all these books and all were confusing, but he's the one who is going to clarify everything for me. Moksha redefined. No, I can't redefine moksha. You are redefining moksha for me. That is what I'm saying. Okay. So, like this is being said. Okay. Dhiraha harsha shokau jahati. So that person, wise person, now wise is what? One who has understood Atma. Atmanam matva, devam matva, having understood Atma, harsha shokau jahati. So in summary, this mantra talked about what? The nature of Atma as Gudam, Durdarsham, Gudam, Anupravishtam, etc. Why it seems to be difficult, like that Yama was telling. And then Adhyatma Yoga Digamena, by the knowledge of Atma, by this Jnana Yoga, therefore this Brahma Vidya was talked about. And then Brahma Vidya Phalam or Atma Vidya Phalam was talked about as Harsha Shoka Jhanam. Harsha Shokam Jahati. That is a Vidya Phalam. Okay, let's look at the Anvayam of this mantra. Okay. Tam Devam Matva. Sorry, let's do it differently. Gudam Anupravishtam. Gudam Anupravishtam Gruhahitam Gahvareshtham Durdarsham Puranam. What you can do is you can put the word tam right in the front. Tam Gudam Anupravishtam. Like that we can start. So start with tam. Okay, Puranam, then Devam, and within brackets Devam, say Atmanam. Shankaracharya's word Atmanam. Okay. Devam Atmanam Adhyatma Yogadhigamena. Adhyatma Yogadhigamena. Okay. Matva Dhiraha Harshashokau Jahati. The last quarter exactly as it is. Matva Dhiraha Harshashokau Jahati. So, Ranmaya again. Tam Gudham Anupravishtam Guhahitam Gahvareshtam Durdarsham. Why did I choose this order to write? Because of the logic in between that Shankara said. Okay, he said Gudam Anupravishtam Guhahitam Ataha Gahvareshtam, he said. Therefore, I put Gahvareshtam as the third one. And then Ataha Durdarsham, he said. Therefore, I put Durdarsham as the fourth one. Correct? Because there is a logic there. Okay. So, tam gudham anupravishtam guhahitam gahvareshtam durdarsham puranam devam atmanam adhyatma yogadigamena matva tiraha harshashokam jahati. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. Kincha. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Anidhi. Oh, you're unable to unmute.
Yes, I had unmuted and then yeah, okay, sorry. Kincha.
Okay, kincha. That is the sambandham. That's all he tells Shankaracharya. Yetat shrutva
Etat shrutva
samparigrihya martyah
samparigrihya martyah
pravrihya
pravrihya
dharmyam anum etamapya
dharmyam anumetamapya
samodate modaniyam
samodate modaniyam
hi labdhva
hi labdhva
vivrutam sadma
vivrutam sadma
nachiketasam manye.
nachiketasam manye.
Again, yetat shrutva samparigrihya martyah
Etat shrutva samparigrihya martyah
प्रवृह्य धर्म्यम अणुमेतमाप्य
प्रवृह्य धर्म मनुरेतमाप्य
समोदते मोदनीयगं हि लब्ध्वा
समोदते मोदनीय हिम लब्ध्वा
विवृतगं सद्मनचिकेतसं मन्ये.
विवृत सद विवृत सद्म नचिकेतसं मन्ये. Thank you.
Moreover, kincha, moreover means the this description of Atma is not over yet. That is what Shankara is helping us understand. And that description is continuing. Okay, moreover. So, yetat shrutva, okay, samparigrihya martyaha pravrihya, etc. I said. Okay. Etat Shrutva. We said, what did we say? Adhyatma Yogadhigamena we saw earlier. So, etat Shrutva. We said Shravanam Mananam Nididhyasanam. Look at that. It's coming here. Shravanam Mananam Etat Shrutva. Shrutva means having heard. Having heard about this, having listened to the Shastram from a Brahmanishta Shrotriya, okay, and Shrutva, the Shravanam is mentioned here, okay. Martyaha Samparigrihya, Parigrihya. Shankaracharya is going to explain that. Mananam, you can say Mananam, Mananam Kritva, okay. Then Pravrihya, Pravrihya. Shankaracharya is going to give some meanings, but we infer the word nididhyasanam from the word pravrihya. Shravanam kritva, mananam kritva, nididhyasanam kritva. Okay. Then what? This martyaha, of course, that is the person. Dharmyam anum etam apya. Etam anum dharmyam apya. Okay. This subtle atma. Okay. Apya means having gained. How am I going to gain Atma? Am I going to, who is going to give me in a packet? Finally, he says, okay, take it in this. I'm going to give you Atma, and here is Atma. No, no, no. You are Atma to begin with. You don't have to get Atma from anywhere. You can't even give it up, and you can't get it also, because it is you. So, Apyam here means gained. Gained means having gained the knowledge of Atma, the truth of who you are. Saha. Saha means that Martyaha, that word was used earlier. Saha modate. Modaniyagum hilabdva. Modate rejoices. Rejoices. Without getting anything, he or she rejoices. Rejoices means becomes joyful after that. Generally, you won't keep complaining all the time. All the complaints are all gone because there's nothing to complain about. You can complain about all the politicians, etc. That will continue to remain. The Atma Vidya is not going to change anything in the country or the state. Okay. But still the fellow modate. Okay, that's pretty good, I think. Good deal. I mean, if somebody can be happy with himself herself, that is a great thing. So, he labdhva modate, having gained that modate, and then here another statement Yama is making, Vivrutagam sadma nachiketasam manye. Manye, aham manye. I consider that the doors of this palace of Brahma, Atma palace, have opened for Nachiketa. Sadma means bhavanam, means a palace. And Vivritam, open. The palace is open for whom? Nachiketa. I consider that. Aham manye. I consider the doors of this palace, Atma palace, is open. Like that he's saying. Okay? Which means you're ready. Hey Nachiketa, you're ready. You're ready for this. And I'm going to teach you. He's been saying, I'm going to teach you for a while now. And so it's coming. I also promise you that it is coming. Okay. So that's the summary of this mantra. Okay. We'll conclude with this. We'll see the meaning in the next class. Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Go Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasyashalini Deshoyam Shobharahitah Brahmanas Santu Nirbhayaः Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaः Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om